What it be, Holmes? Alright, it's the next day. It's not raining yet. It's supposed to be like a 50% chance, but it's cool out. It's windy, so it's not too intolerable out here. So I already got my 16 mil chilling on here. I pulled the wheel off. Those are 17 mil lugs, by the way. Just used the old Makita to bust them off. So I got my 16 ratchet ready to rock. I'm gonna loosen this guy. And then the other end, put the wrench in there, socket in there, 16. Take that off, and then we got our new ECS tuning Febi-Bilstein stabilizer bar end links. So we'll see if that's the source of the clunking, the suspicious occasional clunking. The only other thing I see that it could possibly be is maybe something to do with this brake pad. Because there's a bit of a gap here between the edge of this pad and the caliper here. And there's a wee bit of a gap where it connects to the top too. So that might be it, but we won't know for sure until we eliminate the possibility that these cheapo stabilizer bar end links that came with the whole kit were just cheap. Because that is one of the things about those kits. When you buy all the suspension kits, stabilizer bar end links are kind of garbage. So we're going to eliminate that as a possibility. If it still clunks after that, then the only thing it could possibly be is something to do with this caliper. Because it is real intermittent. It's, as I'm backing out the driveway, when I hit the brakes hard, because of how steep that is, it'll clunk, sort of. Pop, really, I guess is how you describe that. But then as you're driving, it doesn't really do it unless you brake fairly hard, and then at about the 10-mile-an-hour mark, let off real quickly. You'll hear it kind of sort of shift or clunk. And then, or if you do it quickly enough, you know, you're coasting at like 10 or so, and then you hit the gas, you'll hear it too. So, we'll see. And whatever it is, you can feel it in the pedal, by the way, so it has to be in the front end. It isn't the freaking Guibo, it isn't the axle, it isn't the, any of that nonsense. Can't be any of that. It has to be from the front end. Something when you hit the bumps in the front end, or you shift the weight around, that's what's causing it. So, we'll get to the bottom of this, hopefully, maybe. And then I still haven't decided yet if I want to do these brake hoses, or if I want to just, like, not, because I'm feeling kind of lazy. Plus, I need an assistant, and the wife works till like 2. So, I don't know. We'll see. Be back in a bit once I get this off and then get the new one in. If there's any new things to report. Alright, couple differences. The new one is a pretty cheap looking nut. But we'll see how this goes. Just don't use your impact to tighten it on, or you may strip it. But it is a 17, so this is a 17mm nut replacement, and the same with the deal right there. You'll need a 17mm wrench to hold it in place. 16 will not fit, but it also comes with a handy dandy little Allen head dealio that runs through the bolt. So you got 2 different options to try to take that off. In case you ever can't get your wrench on that back thing, or you don't have one, or whatever. I'll just use the wrench. 17mm for both. And it also does not come with the washer. That's your factory one. Remember, there was a washer between your nut and this strut. So keep that in mind. Don't lose your washer. You'll be reusing it. But other than that, it looks... Sorry, I had to sneeze. Looks about the same. The only difference is this isn't really any more stiff or difficult to move than the one that I just took off of there. I think the only difference is that when this moves, it kind of stays wherever you moved it to. And my other one that was in there, it's kind of... When you move it, it just kind of bounces back to where it was. It kind of goes back to center, almost like it's memorized where it sits normally, but that's about it. So let's go ahead and get her installed, and then I'll move over to the other wheel and we'll be done, because this is pretty easy work. Alright, so she's on there, boys. Nice and tight. So, wiggling this, no clanging, no banging. It kind of sort of will move the sway bar on its new bushings. Remember, I did replace those. So, boom, easy, done. I don't know if you guys really want to see the other side. I'm going to assume not, because it's no different than this. So, unless I see something weird over there, I guess we'll end the video here. So, there you go. It's how to replace your stabilizer bar end links on your BMW e38 and probably a lot of other cars using the Febi-Bilstein replacement parts that are apparently made in Turkey from ECS Tuning. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Alright, so she's all back together. We're getting ready to take her out on a test drive. And I was going to leave it at that last part, but so I just opened the hood because I'm trying to clean all this crap, all these fuzzy kajiggers out from under my cowl there. And look at this. Look what I found. Bird shit under the hood. So if you remember my last video, when the bird shit on me while I was working on the car, that's not the first time a bird shit on me, dude. It's happened once before at a Corvette show and once before in my childhood. And those are all the times I can remember. But isn't this interesting? A bird took a shit under my hood. Like, when the hell how did he do that? How does a bird shit under the hood? You know, you think, well, you leave your hood open all the time or something. Okay, maybe, I guess. Sometimes I do, to let my heat dissipate or when I'm working on the car, but this was already like this. I just opened it, and I saw that there. Which means sometime before that, the hood was up like this, creating a gap of a few feet, and a bird flew in there and dumped right under my hood. I just thought that was interesting. I thought you guys should know about that. So, alright, that's it for now. We're going to take this thing on a test drive in a minute if Harbor Freight has a 20% off. That way I have an excuse to drive this thing, and we'll see how this works. And if not, well, then I guess this is it. Alright, so maybe thanks for watching. Peace.